Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. So for today's video we are going to get this easy glowy long wearing foundation routine. I have missed you guys so much. I can't believe it's already been 2 weeks since the last time I uploaded. Time goes by way too fast. I've been so busy. I wanted to do a super laid back video, something super simple that anybody can try to do. This is a look that I have been wearing anytime I've been wearing makeup. I haven't really been wearing a whole lot of makeup, so this is like my go-to look if I decide to do a makeup look. I want to be glowy, dewy, but I want it to still be long lasting because I do have combination skin. Before we get into this video, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time that I upload. And if you want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. Okay, so you guys know the deal. I've already done my brows and now we're just gonna move on straight to complexion because this look is all about complexion, having that glowy, pretty skin. But the key here for me is because I have combination skin, I want it to last. It doesn't have to last all day, but last a few hours. I don't want to go outside in the heat and I just turn into an oily mess within 30 minutes. So it's all about being easy, glowy, and long lasting. So with that, we're going to go straight into primers, and I'm going to go back to my OGs because those are still the ones that work so good for me. And of course, the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer, because you guys know I have big pores. If you don't have big pores, this is a step that you don't need to take, but for me, this is what I need right here. So I like to push this into my skin. This still is by far my favorite pore filling primer, and it just smooths everything out. I don't know if you guys are able to tell, but it just smooths everything out and really fills in those larger pores around my nose here. That is only spot that really has a lot of pores, which is right here. I don't have too much going on out here or here. A slight, but nothing crazy. I'm going to go in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Oil and Shine Control. This is amazing if you are shiny and oily. If you're more dry, you don't need to take this stuff because this is what's going to keep me from getting oily throughout the day. On the dry or normal, all you need is like a hydrating foundation or a 3-in-1 primer water, like the Wet n Wild one. You could just spray that and you'll be good to go. All right, and you guys, I know it's really extra because I'm using 3 primers, but this one just for some reason just does something to my foundation that grabs onto it and makes sure that it's locked and it's not going to smudge. So I'm going to go all over the face with my Milk Hydro Grip. I actually have been loving just a primer water, but because I'm going to use a dewy foundation, I want to make sure that the primer just grabs onto that foundation and make sure it's not going to slip and slide and move throughout the day. I want to go more into detail for this video for you guys just because not everybody knows how to do makeup. So I just want to go in more detail for somebody that really needs those in-depth details on how and why I'm applying what I'm applying. Guys, like my background, I finally completed it. I love the way it looks. I love all the plants, the flowers. I think it's so cute. And then I have a little, it says BU, but you can't see it, but I think it's so cute. So with those primers, now we're ready to go. It is nice and tacky. I'm gonna go in with the Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation. This is a more pricey foundation, but what I love about this is the shade. It is such a perfect shade. I have it in 3WO, I think it is, and it stands for olive. And a lot of brands don't carry like an olive undertone. It's just warm, cool, or neutral. And sometimes a warm is too warm for me and a neutral is too gray almost. So I love that Dior has the olive shades. But if you want an alternative for a good long-lasting dewy foundation, definitely the Wet n Wild. I love that foundation. It has beautiful coverage. It makes your skin so flawless and it lasts all day long, even on combination. So I'm just going to apply this with the brush. It actually might be too light for me right now. I'm having a hard time with my foundations because I haven't been this dark in a long time. Tan, I should say. So a lot of my foundations are not dark enough. But I need to get some foundations that are a little bit more tan for my skin right now. So I'm just going to stipple this into my skin. I'm not doing circles because circles I find will end up picking up in spots. So you think it looks fine and then you go outside and you notice patchiness. So you don't want to do that. So I just stipple it and press it in really good. And you see, like, this foundation is dewy, but in person it's not quite as dewy. I feel like the lights are really reflecting off of it, but it's really not super dewy. It's very pretty. It's like your skin but better. That's it. And then I go over it with my sponge, and this will pick up any extra foundation and really press it into the skin. I like to just make sure everything is pressed in really, really nicely. Okay, that is looking good. It is like a pinch light, but hopefully with some bronzer we'll be okay. I'm gonna go in with my Kylie concealer. This is in Maple. I haven't used this in a while, like here on camera. But I really do love this concealer. It's got great coverage while still being really light. Go crazy with concealer because mama got some bags. Okay, just gonna blend this out with my sponge. I've actually been doing this very easy glowy foundation lately because I haven't been wearing a whole lot of makeup. I've just been so busy with work. So if I do makeup, if I'm going somewhere, it's something super quick like this. Like, I don't want to sit here and do eyeshadow all day, which I do miss doing it. I really do. I just, with working so much lately, I've just been tired. I'm not gonna lie, I've been tired, and by the time I get home I'm like, I don't feel like filming because I've done work all day. So I am sorry that I haven't uploaded a video, and I think it's been 2 weeks, which is awful. I know I'm terrible, but I really have missed it. Okay, now that we're all blended out, everything looks really smooth, seamless. Now, this is where it's gonna be a little bit different. Normally, I would powder like all over, and we are not gonna do that. First, cream bronzer, and it's the Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer in Honey Glaze 04. I've been loving this. I think I've used this a few times here. Amazing cream bronzer. I normally am not a fan of any sort of creams, but lately, I've been a fan of them. They're just so good. It just gives you such a glowy look while still looking super natural. Like, it looks like I'm just sun-kissed. If you're trying to pick a shade when it comes to these cream bronzers, I actually thought I was going to use, I think it was 03. And I'm actually really happy I ended up getting 04 because when I swatched it, when I first got it, I thought it was going to be too red. And it's really not. When you swatch it, it is red. It has a red undertone. But when you put it on your skin, it's totally different. It just looks so bronzy, sun-kissed, a little bit deeper. I think it's beautiful. Beautiful shade. I'm going to go in and I'm going to set my under eye. Laura Mercier translucent powder. Just press that underneath the eyes. The powder is just strictly going to go in my T-zone. That's it. Not around here in the cheeks because I still want it to stay very glossy and glowy. So just applying it here because this is where I will crease. And here, and then a little bit here. I don't want to mattify the whole face. I've been loving cream blush, and this one is, I've really been loving this. It is the ColourPop Stick Blush. And what I'll do is apply it, Real Techniques Instapop Cheek Brush, and I will apply it just directly to the brush, tap some off on my back of my hand, and press it in. It is so pigmented, but so pretty. And this cream brush, this cream blush will apply on top of powder nicely. I've noticed it doesn't act weird or skip or anything like that. it just pops on the cheeks perfectly. And I'm just sitting here pressing this in. So now I want to melt everything together, so I'm going to use my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray and spray that on my face before I apply highlight. Now, before I apply highlight, I want to go in with the Jaclyn Do Me Luminous Powder. This one, oh wait, this is in Do Me, but it's a luminous powder. And I'm going to pretty much set the outside of my face with this powder. This powder has a sheen to it, so it's going to give me that glowy effect instead of matte looking, which I want because I want to look dewy. This powder, I love to take the Flower Beauty brush. This is, I'm not sure what brush this is, but this is what it looks like. And I'm going to take the powder, tap some off, and apply it right here. And then here on the outsides of my face, just to set that down. But I still want that luminosity. I don't want that luminosity to go away. And this powder is perfect for that. It's not heavy. It just has this beautiful sheen. Like, I don't know if you guys are seeing it. It's really pretty. And I didn't think I mentioned the shade that I used in the blush. It is Under Pressure. Last thing to do is to apply highlight. And I'm going to go in with the Revlon Skin Lights Highlight. This is such a beautiful, just silky highlight. Like, it just melts into the skin. It's amazing. Like, do you guys see that? It just looks wet. Oh, this highlight is so good. You seriously need this in your life. If this one is too light for you, there is another shade. It is so pretty. I just apply it to the tops of my cheeks, here on the point of my forehead where light would normally hit it, and right here in the middle. I apply it here in the middle just because I want to make my nose almost look a little bit shorter, and I feel like with the highlight here and here, it gives you that effect. And then here on my cupid's bow, just a pinch, and on my chin. So now I'm just gonna finish my makeup off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've finished off my makeup, and the last thing I want to do is set my face because I don't want this to budge. And I'm gonna be extra here, but I'm telling you, it works. I'm gonna go in with a luminous setting spray here on the outsides of my face, just so I have that luminosity because I want it there. And I'm gonna go in with the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray and just apply this here on the outsides because this is not where I get oily. So make sure. And then I'll go in with more of a normal setting spray or matte setting spray, but I'm just going to use my Urban Decay All Nighter because this, seriously, my makeup will last all day long with this. And just here in the center because that is where I get oily. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It seriously has been my go-to routine for easy glowy look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked this video, and I will see you in my next one.